And now we have access to this iron ore as well as the oil. So big gains have been made. We're just going to continue our pathway down until we get to the oil. Alright, so it looks like we're going to probably need 2 railroads because we're going to need some for the oil and then some for the iron. Trying to decide if we want to do anything fancy with this. So this is what we're working with. We have 2000% yield here. What I'd like to do is just get all this as oil, put it into a fluid train, cargo train, and then bring it over to our refineries here that we will expand on, and then everything will be great, probably. So, if that's the case, we're gonna have to have 2 trains. We'll probably load the oil here. We can load the iron here. So if we're gonna do that, that means we need the iron on top and the oil on the bottom. And the iron can go through here. We can divert it around this. Come through this way or something, maybe. We'll work it out. We didn't leave too much room, unfortunately, but it'll work out, probably. We might have to actually bring it up through the top. I forgot about the jacks, the pump jacks here. That's a little unfortunate. We would probably have to move all of this over here if we wanted to bring it through the bottom. Technically, we could probably get 1 train through this. And really, that's all we need, maybe. We need to just get our oil train right here, unload it right here. Or we could even unload our oil train right here and then just add it to this line. It's a little less efficient, but it would work. So there's ways around this. And then again, we wanted to bring our iron train up here, ultimately. So we would either bring it from the bottom up or just keep it at the top and here. So right here we could just bring the iron up and around. That would work. Don't stand too close to an exploding nuke. Yeah, that is sound advice. Sound advice. Alright, so we have some more. Oh. Wow, that is a lot of biters. We will, I guess we'll put up a wall here. Keep these cliffs and use these as natural choke points. And we'll actually use walls for once. And then we'll just have to put a perimeter of turrets here. And hopefully this will cover everything that we need. Don't have to worry about biters for a while. We'll need to figure out where they're attacking first, though. Luckily these cliffs are pretty nice. We might want to get rid of this base at least. But that'll be for later. We're still in our planning stages here. The natives will attack the not defended spot. Is that a rule? I mean, that's been my experience, but I'm not sure if that's that's just the luck of the trade or not. They're all defended by walls. Okay. I guess that would make sense. Well, I don't know. I don't have the turrets right now to, or I don't have the ammo right now to help us out here. But I'll put one turret at each area and see where they attack, and then concentrate our turrets there. Yeah. I mean, it's fair, you know. I'll take smart biters. You know, you guys, I'll give you guys some credit. Okay. I'd wish they were dumb and didn't know how to even get over to my base, but there needs to be some difficulty in my game, otherwise we might get too cocky, right? Okay, so I would guess that they'd attack here, because I'm gonna put a radar over here. So they'd probably attack here first, just because of the radar, but see? Wait till the boss turn against you. Oh no. That'd be an interesting April Fool's joke if they ever want to implement that as a thing. Your bots suddenly just don't work how you want them to because they're protesting. They'll just put things in the wrong area and all that. Havoc on the world for one day. Okay, I am looking for... Where's my car? I'm back there. Again, we've decided the bottom one should be our oil. You know, for a second I was like, whoa, what's that? What's moving? I'm like, oh, radar. Scared me. So we're gonna put the oil on the bottom and we're gonna put the... Drive in a straight line, please. And we'll put the iron on top of that. And we'll just have it as a double-headed train and everything should work just fine. No reason to make it too fancy. Want it to work. That sounds fun. Okay, that just did not work. I'm probably in the way of it. Flammable stuff in multiplayer games are banned. I don't blame you. Okay. My driving skills are not very good. There we go. We finally have it working. Good enough. Good enough. Radar is going right here. Put our fish away. Probably should heal that up, huh? Be the death of this turret if I never heal it. Put all this stuff in here, even if I can't really make good use of it. All right. So we don't have any engines, so we can't make locomotive. So I think next thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go back to base. We're going to put a train on the track, and then we'll just press W and then put the next track right next to this one. I think that'll be faster than trying to use a car for it, because I'm just gonna mess that up. While we're at base, is there anything else that we want? Not particularly. We have our engine gills here. We're just gonna need everything that we need to set up for a pickup and drop off zone. I'm thinking we'll have a train here. This is for the oil, and it'll go down this way. We'll have the train here, and it'll go down to the other track. That will all work out just fine. Well, we got it, guys. That's exactly why I ran over all those trees. Just for that achievement. I knew it was a thing. Definitely not because I'm terrible at driving this car. Again, why did I not bring my car through the hole? No idea. But we're already past it, and keep it that way. Okay, so we're gonna drop off the science that we have into the labs, and then the labs will finish this off, and we can start getting our refineries up in order. I want to make a couple of those. So we need stone bricks. I know I have those somewhere. I know I have extras somewhere. I mean, I know where they are over on the right side. All right. And put away these grenades. Did not want to do that. Did not want to do that either. Let's see. How do you play this game again? Just repair everything real quick, and then what else do we need to do? I was just getting bored, you know. I clearly don't have enough to do, so I wanted to give me something to do here. Alright, so we have our oil cracking. We can get that all settled and finally get a good source of petroleum going. And then from there, we can get batteries and all that. But first I want to get my train up and running, so let's go find our engines. Yeah. Can imagine. Oh, okay, so nice. This was pretty good. We got a nice haul of engines here. Replenish all this so we can use it. More engines. We should automate these eventually, but for now, this is going to do the job. That's cool. I put the damaged one in there. That's nice. Okay, is there anything else that we need right now? Gonna be priority for us. Substations are nice, but not really priority. Uranium processing would also be nice, but it's pretty expensive. Okay, all of this is useful for sure, but I don't think it's priority number one. You know, I don't think it's something I absolutely need to progress our system at the where we're at right now. So I'm not going to worry about that. We are going to make some more blue science while we're not doing anything. That. Have some more iron. Okay, what else do I need? I need refineries, that's what I was here for. Got rid of all of our gear wheels and pipes. Looking for a chest of the stone bricks that I must have put down somewhere. I do not see it, so I guess we'll just go pick it up at the... Only half of what we normally have working is going now. Might be worth our time just to combine these two belts. But I guess it doesn't really hurt either way. It should be about the same. And then we'd have to figure out what's going to what, you know, steel and whatnot. So that is fine. This, so we can get more solid fuel out. We really don't need to do this now because we have a good supply of solid fuel. And we're going to start using up our oil with our cracking stuff. So not necessary, but let's pick up some stone bricks. They are to the right of us, I believe. Had a couple here, so it's going. I probably should have done this a long time ago. So ideally we would want, I know the ratio is 10-1-7, I believe. So we want 10 refineries. I think with the oil that we're going to be bringing, we should be able to cover that. So we can try that. I'm not sure if we have enough room for this without making this, putting landfills up here. So for the time being, I'm just going to do 5. And then we can double it later once we actually have all of our trains set up. If we do put them up, I think I'm just gonna put them to the left of it and then do landfills. I think that makes sense. We do have all this stone to work with. I will start making here just to get us going, and so we have something to make. It's really depressing seeing how much stone goes into landfills. We just demolished that, or we just took the whole chest and we only made 100. And we all know how quickly that goes. That's okay. We have a lot of stone to work with, so we'll get it back. That is... Well, we'll definitely need to use that wisely. We had a lot saved up, but that's all gone now. Okay, so we got our refineries. Let's do that now. Since we have it, we can start focusing on getting more plastic out. Take too long. We have all the pipes and everything that we should need. So I'm going to add one to the left and one to the right. Then if we ever add more, we'll just add them to the left. Because I want to leave some room for a train or something if we need it. And then we can also get the water put in here. Okay, we have the underground pipes now, so we can make this look a little bit nicer. Revamp my tool belt here. I should probably use the secondary function and all that, but that's too much work. Yeah, it'll save me a lot of trouble in the future, but you know, whatever. Why save trouble in the future when I can save trouble now? Words to live by. There we go. So that's that. Okay, so we're gonna have to check this a couple times just to make sure that we get everything properly, because I've been known to just completely mess up the piping here. Forget to add a underground when I... Looks all good. Alright, so let's check our petroleum. Out. Good. Let's check our light. Okay, looks good to me. We're not gonna do any of this right now. Let's put our pump at the end here, because we're going to need to add the cracking for light oil in this area that's right here. This actually probably isn't enough space, but we can make space enough. Just move the coal over a little bit. Meantime, let's get another pump. Going to provide our water that we need for our advanced oil stuff. Alright. Fair enough. Now we can... Oh. That's interesting. We actually have a backup on petroleum. Because we are not using up all of our plastic. Neat, I guess. Get that started again. Right. So it flowed through this. I was not expecting that to happen, so I'm sad now. Let's redo all of this. I'm not really sure why it back flows, you know, because really no reason for it to. I still don't understand fluid dynamics in this game. I mean, I guess it makes sense in a way, but at the same time, why are we putting fluid out this way from the bottom where this is supposed to be an input? Why is it programmed there at all is what I'm at. Did it again. Oh, these are off. Okay. Fine. We're not fine. I did it again. Okay. Now, it should not do this. Be fine now. Use a pump to get it out. That would be smart. We have already deleted everything though, so I will use that next time. Thank you. Alright, there we go. Have our water. All this is working. So, oh wow, that move. That went fast. That went real fast. What the heck? That was full just 2 minutes ago, and now it's completely gone. I didn't drain it somehow, right? Probably not. That was a lot quicker than I would think. We need water for this, don't we? We do. So, fortunately, I guess, we have water right here. We're gonna have to move the coal here. That. Probably make this look nicer, but There we go. We should really just get rid of all this for now. We have all the explosives that we'll need for the near future. So we should really just turn this into a sulfuric acid making area instead of having the explosives there. But we'll leave it there for now. Okay, so again, we're gonna have cracking from light to petroleum. And for that, we want 7 of these. We only have 5 currently, and we need 10, so 3.5 would be good. But we want to set up for 7 in the future. That now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually move this water pipe in the way. Won't have sulfur for a little bit, but that's okay. That's 6. We just need to add 1 more, and 7. And the output should just be petroleum, so I only need this right here. And that should... I think the ratio is 8:1:7. I believe that's the old ratio. I'm told that they changed it for the new patch. I could be wrong though. Does anyone else know if that's the case or not? A little close. Let's see. I like to manipulate this in such a way where we get the light oil brought up to here so we can put the pipes down. Don't want to lose anything, but this should be fine. We'll let this settle a little bit and then we'll pick it up. And then all the oil that we quote unquote lose will rush into these guys. I think that's how this works. I hope that's how this works. And that's how we're going to do it. So we're just going to wait for this to settle just a little bit. And we'll pick this up. Hopefully we didn't lose too much there. I'm going to do the same thing for this one, and then I should have enough room for everything else. Nope, let's not do that. I have foreseen the problem there. Go. Okay, so we should be good. Let's just add our water back in. How do we want to put this? Probably want to bring it up through the top here. But we need to add it to this again, somehow. Thinking of how we should do this. We could have this vertical, and that would just completely fix our problem that I was trying to fix before. Yeah. So this is probably the better method of what I was trying to do. And that way we can have water coming through here. It'll go up and it'll go down, and then we can attach it there. Doesn't look as nice, I guess. I guess the other one didn't really look nice to begin with, but it will work. Probably. Let's connect our light oil first. So I know how I want to do this. We have a lot of... We don't have a lot of undergrounds. Well, we're going to use a lot of undergrounds even though we don't have that many. Because we can. Would like to add a pump here, but I don't think there's enough room. We'll add the pump here, I guess. Alright, that's good. I just need to add the water, and we'll do... a job like this. Hopefully that did not mess up with anything. Here's our water here. Go. There, we can bring this down. Let's see. Is there a better way to do this? Looks like I can place an underground here. If that's the case, then work out just fine. Neat. Then from there, we will add another storage tank here. Then all the petroleum is going to go through here and right into the tank here. Want another pump here, so I'm going to do that. We can't put it straight like that because otherwise it would interfere with the water. This seems to work out just fine. Alright, now I just have to add power and everything should work, hopefully. And then, so we'll keep an eye on this. For me, 10.1.7 has been working pretty well for me on my other maps. So I'm not sure if 8.1.7 is better, but I was told that 10.1.7 is the ratio for this patch. We'll just keep an eye on that. Okay. Get in all these. We are. We've already used up a lot of our oil that we had stocked up. All right. Have a nice and easy move here. You know what? I'll just leave the heavy oil for now. I don't need to switch it. We'll keep it just for in case we need to switch it out for anything. I'd like to use heavy oil for my solid fuel that I'll need in the future. We already have a lot stocked up via light oil, but hopefully we'll run out of light oil soon. Well, maybe not hopefully, but if this is working properly, this will all be converted into petroleum, which we can use for everything else that we're making. And we should have a stock of heavy oil left to work with. We'll be back for this. Let's make sure this is working. It seems like we're really using up this petroleum fast. I'm gonna cut off some of these sulfur. Because I'm not using it for sulfuric right now. The problem is I'm probably gonna forget that I cut these off and we'll only have the one working, but oh well. Breaking down heavy oil and make it as light fuel to solid fuel gives you more solid fuel in the end. So 40 heavy gives you 30 light. Need 10 light for solid fuel versus 20. That means you can get 3 out of this versus 2. Correct. Okay, well. Good to know. I'll leave this up as is. We're making the light oil into solid fuel, so it's still the correct end process. We just need to convert this. I'll do that later. I kind of want to get rid of all of our light oil right now and then have a minimum amount of storage tanks there just so we can see what's going on. Okay, so with all that, we have plastic. It's going. It's not really going because we're not making any circuits anymore. But it will be going once we have our train up and running, which is what we're up to now. Let's go to it. Did we actually make the trains? We did not. So we'll make one. Go grab some more steel so we can make a double-headed, and then we'll add some cargo wagons and fluid wagons. All that jazz. I'll make it pretty in the future. We're just gonna get the locomotive really just for right now, to set down the track. I'm gonna make it a double header just because we can. Alright, so with that, make some cargo wagons, I guess, since we're... Inventory is full. Can I get rid of all this coal, I guess? Okay, nothing needs coal anymore. Let's see. Put the coal into these guys and put it into adjust things. We're gonna need some coal for our trains, so I'm gonna keep that. Do we have any more engines to pick up? Pipes. Careful. looking at everything that we could be making right now. We're good. So we're just gonna start hand making the rest of our chemical science packs. We have all the things that we need for it. We just need to pick up the solid fuel that we have in the chests. So we can ABC, always be crafting. Alright. So, let's finally get back to our iron. Basically, we're just going to put down the locomotive on the track. We're going to fill it up with our coal. And then we'll start placing track right next to it. And everything should be good. We'll start it a little bit forward because I think we're going to curve this up somewhere or do something to it. Pick up our car as long as it's here. We don't have any pipes. I was going to fill that in, but we don't have any pipes. We don't have any space. So let's put her down. Add some fuel. Get in. And so now the question is, do we want them directly next to each other or do we want them slightly apart? But why would we want them slightly apart? I think we don't need to. So we'll just have them signals. Good call. Well, we really don't need signals, because this track is primarily only going to be for iron versus oil. Oil's on the bottom, iron's on top, and it's only going to be going one. We're only going to have one train going on it, I think. Let me rethink that real quick. Because if we're not going to have, if we're going to start using rail signals, we're going to need a loop of some sort, because rail signals are, for us, really only needed for having multiple trains. Yeah, you're right. Good call. Wait, let me think this through. So if we want multiple trains, we'd probably want at least two trains on the track because it is fairly wide. So we'd have one loading, have one unloading up here. But for that, we need an area where they can pass each other if we're only going to use one track. And I mean, this whole area is perfect for any passing that we want to do. So we could always set that up, because we're not going to be making anything in this area here. So this could be as spaghetti as we want it to be for our railroad. Okay, so the plan originally was to just have train loaded here, move down the line, bring it up, over here, unload, and then just repeat ad infinitum. What else are we going to want to do with this? We have stone over here, we have uranium, but if we're going to do uranium, we'll probably just do everything right here. So I'm not going to worry about transporting that at all, because we have our power line here and we can always add it to the network pretty easily. We have oil, we have iron, we have stone. I haven't seen any copper. I mean, there's copper here, but we have more copper this way, and this way it would be a lot easier for a train. Kind of depends on how long I want to play on this map. Yeah. Normally when I play a map, I just play until I launch a rocket and then play a little bit after, and then then usually after we start a new map. So if that's the case, I think a double-headed train will be just fine because that'll serve most of our purposes. Let's see if we can get them on one loop. So we would load here, come down, come around, do the same thing that I just said. And then oil would be doing the same thing. It would be loading here and then getting onto the track here. And since it's a loop, we'll have it'll be one way going to the left and one way to go to the right. And I think that's going to be, I think that would work out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a loading area for iron right here. Bring it around, join it with the oil track that's over here and bring it around. The oil loading will be right here. So for both of these, iron, oil, and I think that will work out admirably. We'll just have this square loop like this. I think that looks okay. I don't think it looks too ugly. I hope, at least. There we go. I guess we could bring this out a little bit more if we wanted to look a little bit better. Or we could bring this in a little bit more as well. It bothers me slightly that this is larger than this. I mean, practically, it's better if this is closer to the track. Same with this one, but I kind of want to leave space just so I can maneuver my inserters and whatnot. So even though this does bother me, we're gonna leave it like that. Sorry everyone, if that also bothers you. We're gonna have to suffer together. Alright, so we have this portion of the track all done. Spread it around. Corners bother corners. Like that. Yeah, I don't... Oh, and this, I guess. These aren't equal either. We can fix that. I'll fix that tomorrow, I think. I really do need to consider ending the stream very soon. I didn't realize it was this late. As with Factorio, I always lose track of time. Let's see. I've actually used Control C. That work? Oh, that's actually really neat. Cool, thanks. I didn't completely forget about that whole functionality. I remember that Control Z works. I guess I never tried Control C. Neat. Let's take a look at what we've done today. So we have the makings of a bus. It's here, but we just need to work on this. And we'll add to this. We have our iron, we found it. We have a train, railroad set up. We just need to work on the mining and the loading, as well as for the oil. And then we also need to bring the track over. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to bring oil around this and maybe stop it here and bring it over. And then iron is going to come up and around. and then drop off here to add to the smelting that we have. We managed to get our plastics up and running, so we have 700 advanced circuits, and that's mainly because we are hand feeding the plates. Once we get our bus going, that'll start working fine. Other than that, looks like everything else is good. We started on our blue science research. We have some in our inventory that we can work on next time. And that's about that. So that's all we're gonna do tomorrow. Do our train stuff, get our smelting ready, finish our research, and then maybe expand a little bit more. Who knows? We have a lot of biters over here. We've been kind of lucky over here. We haven't seen any biters for a very long time. Might want to consider putting a wall up here just in case. But either way, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for keeping me company. Thanks for all the input. I've learned a lot today, as usual, from you guys. I will see you guys next time.